Philly streets got a story to tell. Golden sun breaks the Liberty Bell. From the Trattoria to the stoop outside, feel good vibes in the city's pride.
Fujis Philly Flare, oh, it's everywhere. Good news flying like hands in the air. Hip hop grooves with a twist, so rare. Fujis Philly Flare, we're living the care.
Well, welcome, good evening, happy Friday Eve to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day, a great week. The holidays are upon us. Tonight, I want to go back old school to the late 80s, early 90s, and welcome the Queen of Philly Freestyle, Denine.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for that lovely introduction. I appreciate that.
Oh, wow. I mean, hey, you are the Queen of Philly Freestyle, I believe.
I appreciate that. That makes me very happy. I'm honored.
So
that's a big title, so thank you.
Have you ever been dubbed that at all?
I have quite a few times. You know, Philly, thank God, Philly has been good to me. Philly radio has been good to me, and the Philly freestyle fans have been amazing. So thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, thank you. You know, we met. Luckily, my, good friend Miguel Santiago, who told me you were, Niasia were going to be at a Constaters, about a month ago, right after Thanksgiving, and it was a great concert. I know you just came off one. We were talking off for, you were Francine's guy.
Where's your mind at?
Yeah, no, I'm at Adelphia's.
Oh yeah, just got back. We did a show last week at Adelphia's.
Right.
That's our like stomping ground. So
right. Well, that's always been like South Philly over the bridge in a way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, that's like the South Philly freestyle mecca, right over there. But it was a pleasure meeting you and your husband, and Niasia and her husband, and I mean, first thing that popped in my mind was getting you on, and I was like, I know we talked about, different freestyle artists that you opened for, and the tours that you've done over the years. Denine, really, how did you really get introduced in freestyle, and what made you get pulled into the genre of it?
I really didn't know anything about freestyle. I have to be completely blunt with you. I was a student at Girard Academic Music Program, and I had been singing my whole life. I'm from South Philly, proud native of Philadelphia, and sang my whole life and loved music. And I met a producer, young producer, and a DJ by the name of Caporale, and he introduced me to my then partner. We were a trio. It was myself, Adam Morano of Collage, which he wrote and produced most of my music along with Gino Caporale. And what Then Came You was the first record that I ever did that was freestyle. I didn't know what freestyle was. So I was going to Community College of Philadelphia because I had just graduated high school. I was 17. And Gino's like, why don't you come on by, swing up Sigma Sound Studio and meet this young producer that I'm working with. And it was Adam. And when I got there, they were working on Then Came You. And he was like, I think we should throw you on the record. I think you would be really good on. And it said, Then Came You.
Right.
So I got in the booth and sang that hook, and that kind of like took off. I mean, honestly, we recorded it, say, like on a Friday. By the following week, it was in heavy rotation on Q102. And that's my first thrust into freestyle genre. I didn't know what it was. I knew artists like the Cover Girls, Sweet Sensation, obviously TKA, Cynthia, Johnny O, but I wasn't like savvy. I like show tunes. I sang a lot of that in school, studied classical music and a lot of Broadway. So it was new. And honestly, I just wanted to sing. So, and then we followed up with my my first single, which was Baby I Love You. And it kept going from there. And now I'm hooked. Now I'm here. Now I'm here to stay. 35 years later.
Well, I mean, I was trying to decipher when really did Freestyle. I mean, Lisa, one of my favorite artists, when her Cult Jam and Full Force came out with a Take You Home in 84, 85. I mean, the beat to me was like something you just never heard of. I mean, it was.
Niobe was actually the first freestyle artist, they say, notable, like on the East Coast.
Right.
As far as like, you know, New York and Philly. Niobe's like, I would have to coin her as the first artist, along with like Shannon, and you know, it's a discrepancy because a lot of people say no, but Lisa is another. I mean, amazing. I'm a huge fan. So yeah, I don't really. I just always remember liking the music and what with radio. I'm sure you did too, because we're around the same age. I'm a little older, but
I know we had that. Not much,
but
lately.
It's a great genre. It's so nostalgic. I think when you hear freestyle music, which is what I love, and it's just crazy that here we are all these years later, and I'm still singing these songs, and so are my peers. You're touring all over the world, all over the country. I mean, I did a tour in Brazil. I did a tour in Colombia. If you would have told me at 17 that I would be doing this at 53, 54 years old, I would have never believed you. So freestyle is very much still alive and well. There's shows every weekend. So it's still here.
It seems to me, and I remember, you know, Q102 doing the concerts over at the old racetrack, and
the Monster concert.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I remember you being there, TKA.
Yep.
I mean, the lineup was like endless. Like it was.
Coro was a very big part of that.
George Lamont.
Yep.
Just like that whole freestyle.
I was like 90 when I came out. It was the other artists that you named. A lot of them had already been out.
Right.
80, 88, 89. I came right after that. And it was a magical time. I remember doing the Monster concerts over at the Mann Music Center. And I just actually did the Mann Music Center in August with my good friend DJ Slice. And it was very surreal to be back there, and along with Lisa. So it's weird. It's a very full circle moment, especially when you've been doing it for so long. And I stepped away for a very long time. I stepped away for over a decade to raise my family. So
I was curious when you did the remake of All Cried Out. Now, how did that come about with Lisa? I mean, did she, I guess her and Cult Jam, did they have to okay that for you to re-record that? Or
so when you do a remake, you could really remake anything as long as you give credit to the writer and the original artist and producer, more so the writer.
Right.
That was never supposed to be released. It was only a filler cut on Adam Morano's album, the Collage album, and my album. And we were in the studio. And listen, back then, when you say budget, we had a very minimal budget. So it was like, let's bang out as many records as we can. And I remember you and I'll Be Loving You were recorded and written in the same night.
Wow. And
then we immediately needed one more track. So Adam was like, I think we should do All Cried Out. And I love Lisa, and I knew the song. You never want to insult the original artist, or because listen, there's only one Lisa.
Right.
So I never thought in a million years that anyone would even hear it. I have to be honest with you. If you bought the album, you would hear it as a filler cut. That's what it originally was supposed to be. So Chio from Q102 is on the B side of Gangster of Love, which was Adam's second single after I'll Be Loving You. And he cured or screwed it. And the people loved it. And they immediately, I had a lot of hometown support from Q102. Chio just put it on Cue or Screw It, and people loved it, and it immediately took off. And I was a little nervous about that. I have to be honest, because you never want to you know, the original is the original for a reason.
Right.
You don't want to touch it. And so I never thought in a million years that people would even like it. So when people did, I was like, wow. And I didn't want her to be mad at me but listen, she didn't have to worry about me. There's only one Lisa in culture.
Right.
And she's an icon. She's iconic. She's still touring.
Oh, yeah.
So
I saw her, I want to say 2015 out. It was her TKA. It was out at Harris Chester. And I mean, you figure that was 10 years ago. And that the lineup on that car was just phenomenal. And, you know, just seeing all these acts over, like you said, 35 plus years.
He's a very dear friend of mine. He actually took my son, a liking to my son Sal. We went on the Dream Girl Cynthia cruise, and which was amazing. So for anybody that ever wants to do that, it's like a really great experience. You get on the cruise ship and you're able to interact with the fans, and we perform, and it's a lot of fun, and you get to know each other on a whole other level. And I was able to take my son, and Kay and him, because that's my son Salvatore's favorite artist, and he took him on stage at our show in October, and he knew all the choreography, and Kay is just an amazing mentor to me. So now it's like, I don't look at these people like they're, you know, years ago when I would do shows with them, it was like, you know, you kept your composure because, you know, you didn't want to. Now it's like we're all friends, and it's like when we see each other, it's like seeing family. And I talk to Kay on a daily basis, and he's just amazing. And it's not like that anymore. We're all older. We all have children and lives and husbands and wives, and it's a lot of fun. It really is an amazing thing to leave for 10 years and come back, which is what I did. I was able to come back and be able to do what a lot of artists aren't able to do, which is like really, you know, put out some original new music, which When You Talk, I was able to do, and Out My Body, which I have a #1 iTunes plaque actually right there.
Oh, nice. Oh,
right there.
Right, yeah, okay.
So I'm very proud of that. You know, it's not an easy accomplishment, and my peers are very supportive. So it's very good. It's been a great experience for me. I've been back now for 4 years almost, and it's like I never left. And you know, with the good comes the bad, because you have a lot of crazy stuff that goes on, especially on social media. It's like insane, but overall been a great experience. I mean, I get to meet people like you, and it's just been great. No, honestly, it really has. It's a blessing.
No, I appreciate that.
It is.
Just like to me, like I said before we came on, you know, I'm like a kid in a candy store, because, you know, there's all types of music, but just freestyle was just always, you know, my favorite. You know, it's like our parents, you know, had
it's like
classic
Motown.
rock, Motown, but you know, this is our oldies. And
it's funny, when I go to shows now, we see a lot of young kids in the audience, and my son is a freestyle fan. My son's 11. He just turned 12 yesterday. And
happy birthday.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Salvatore. And he's a freestyle fan. He performs with me all the time, and he performed with Kay, and went on the cruise, zip lined with Sweet Sensation and Seabank, and you know, Cynthia. And it's been a whirlwind, because it's been just a dream come true for me. I didn't think I would be able to come back and do that and have that impact. So I've been very lucky. I've been very, very lucky.
When you talk about the freestyle cruise now, is this something that happens every year?
Every year. Dream Girl Cynthia, our Dream Girl, she's been doing it for years, and it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's an amazing, I was invited on last year, and she tries to change it up every year. Now this year, you know, it leaves, I believe they leave in February. I wasn't included on this one, but I was just honored to be on that one. And I went and I did my show with Willie Valentine and his beautiful wife, and Jenny Renee, and George Anthony, and we had a great time. And you get it. It's a setting that she provides, and there's excursions, and it's just a very relaxed, fun, and you know, you're able to just interact with the fans. You're walking around the ship. You're on beach. She has beach parties, and like I said, excursions. You're with the fans. I mean, we zip lined. It was so funny because it was myself, Betty D of Sweet Sensation, C-Bank, George Lamont. You know, you're getting to know each other on a different level. So anybody, if you have the opportunity and you're able to financially do it, definitely do it. She does it every year. I think she's doing it twice this year. I'm pretty sure she's doing it twice. She does so much. I can't keep up. That woman, God bless her. She is a unicorn. She's amazing, magical. And she gave me an amazing opportunity, and we were able to record a record together, which is great. My song Change on Me. Yeah, I mean, I've been very lucky. The genre is filled with a lot of greatness, and I've been lucky to just be a part of a small little slither of that. So hopefully people remember.
It sounds interesting because, you know, is there like a website that
you could go on dreamgirlcynthiacruz.com. Definitely,
Nice.
I always post, and you could go on her page, and she's always promoting it, and she does so much for the genre. She wears many hats, and she's one of my mentors, one of my friends, and you know, she's got a lot on her plate. She's always trying to fit different artists in and be fair, and so it's not an easy task. But I was just honored to be a part of it, and hopefully I'll get invited back in the future. But I'm just glad I got to do it last year. It was so much fun. So much fun.
I was going to ask you this question. Freestyle was deeply tied to Latino and urban communities. How important was that cultural connection to your music?
Honestly, as an Italian American, I was not. It's more Latin hip hop is actually phrased as. And Kay and I actually talked about this on my podcast. I have also a podcast with
Nyasia, right?
Amazing Nyasia. And we do it every we actually took a little break right now for the holiday, but we do it every Monday, and we invite artists on like yourself. And Kay came on and we talked about that. And it's hard because I am an Italian American.
Same.
And it's more right. I mean, it's so not that I was ever segregated or pushed away, but I was from Philly. A lot of them are from New York, the Bronx, Boogie Down Bronx. It's where it came from. And we piggyback off of that. Collage, myself, you have artists like Stephanie Bennett and Payne and other groups like DTU, Anthony Ponzio, who's a dear friend of mine, Pure Pleasure. So we were more, you know, the Italian American ones, and then you had the Latin hip hop, and we would tour together. I always tease, I always say, I kind of forget what it means to me is that's where the history started for me. You had artists like Niobe and like you said, Lisa, and artists like that who started Sweet Sensation, Cover Girls, Cynthia, Johnny O. Chris Barbosa was one of the biggest producers back then, Andy Panda. So it did start for me with listening to artists like that. So it does have a very big influence on my sound and how I am as an artist. And, you know, I pay homage to those artists. I'm not Latin, but I kind of feel like I am. And they've always included me. So I feel like Italians and
I get it.
Are a lot alike. We're very fiery, very passionate, like the Latin community. So there's a fine line, but you know, I've always felt very welcomed and very included. I don't know how my peers feel, but I mean, Naya is one of my best friends, and she'll always tease me. I always go, Naya, am I Puerto Rican? She goes, yes, you are.
All right.
So we just have fun with it, but it is.
Oh yeah, right.
Our music, and it's where it started, and we have to pay homage to that.
Of course. I mean, it was like, you know, it was just, you know, if you go back to old school hip hop, I mean, you know, Boogie Down Bronx is really, you know, where that started.
And then you have Sal Abatella, who's definitely a big part of the freestyle movement. Artists like Lizette Melendez and Karina. Right. You know, I don't forget the history of the music. So we came later. That was your first wave of artists. You had them, and then you had us. You had Little Susie and artists like her, and I toured with her. She was my label mate. It really is an amazing genre. It really, really is. Timeless classics, like you said, Motown, classic rock.
Right.
And again, I wasn't always a fan because I would be like, oh, everything sounds the same. And Then you had your moments where it came and it got convoluted with not quality freestyle. And I think that's when the genre kind of dropped out for a while, lost radio. And then everything changed hands. You had Sirius Radio, change over Q102. So you weren't getting the promotion. You weren't getting the hometown support.
Right.
I was fortunate. I did. I came in at a time where I squeaked in. It's a lot harder now. Freestyle's considered not new. So a lot of people say it's dead. It's not. But
not at
I'm
all.
still making new music. So for me, artists like myself, Niasia, even you know, you have Cover Girls, and there's still Cynthia's recording a new album. So hopefully I keep my fingers crossed that we'll get radio again someday. Hopefully.
Well, the night of you were at Constaters, I recall you saying something that Niasia had 4 or 5 million views on TikTok.
So now she's at so what happened was her song Now and Forever, which is an iconic record in our genre. Right. She is iconic. I'm partial to her because obviously I adore her, but a DJ, a big DJ, I want to say Alok is his name. Okay. He remixed Mimosa and it came out overseas initially and it went viral on TikTok. And what that did was give this influx of Spotify listeners for her. She's at 6.6 million Spotify listeners.
Wow.
Yeah, she really I'm so proud of her, and it's a big thing for the genre as well, because there's no other artist that has done that. And so, you know, I celebrate her every time I go and check Spotify and I'm like, you're at 6.2. So yes, her record is still very much viral on TikTok and all across social media platforms, but more so on Spotify, which is huge, which is amazing. So it's a big accomplishment, very big accomplishment.
Well, you know, I go and I listen to a lot of YouTube stuff, and you just see like all the freestyle from different DJs. I mean, going back, you know, 80s and just the classic songs, and it's just, you know, it's like never goes out of style.
Never. It won't. I don't think it will.
No, it'll never die. I mean, it's, you know, like you said, your son's 11, 12, like, you know, and I'm sure, you know, our children and younger children, you know, pick up on it and pick up like, you know, like I said, with Motown with us. And
my mother would listen to Frankie Valli and the Supremes and, you know, all Motown while she cleaned the house on a Saturday and made gravy for Sunday. So for me, I grew up listening to Motown. That has a very big influence on how I sing. So I think in my house, I'm listening, you know, TKA, Sal's been a fan of TKA since before he could talk. He adores the music, and George Lamont and Cynthia. So I think if it keeps on passing generation to generation, it'll be like Motown. It just won't go away.
Well, it's just like you go back, you know, Sinatra, you know, when you're,
absolutely.
I mean, that rubs all, like, you know, guy, Michael Jackson, icon, Sinatra, icon, Prince, like Beatles, Elvis, like
Madonna.
Right.
You do. You have so many. I mean, listen, it's I know that our genre isn't up there with like pop, so to speak, or country, but we're like the little we're like the little town that could, like we just, you could knock us down, but we just don't go away. And that's because of the pioneers as well. You have artists like TKA and who are working every week and which is a big deal. And they kept the genre going. Judy Torres, and you know, I could go on and on about my peers. It's Niasia. I took a long break. I got, like I said before, and you know, I'm just fortunate to be able that these my peers kept this going and that people wanted to hear it. So that's the other part. Coro, I gotta mention Coro because he's my fave. He's my bestie. But hopefully, you know, we can keep it going.
I mean, we go back to older generations, you know, us being in our 50s, it was like, you look at our grandparents, God have mercy on all of them, but it's like that generation was just so. I don't know if you remember this word. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it was a word out of South Philly. Well, it didn't have to be called Kamari.
Kamari, yes.
Right. And it was like,
well, we used to say Kamari, like if you saw a girl wearing like a really weird outfit, and you're like, oh my God, she's so Kamari. Yeah.
No, but it was just a thing of, I don't know, just like the grandparents of, I don't want to knock it. I mean, old school and old fashioned. Like, like we're a different generation, and I guess before the baby boomers of our parents' ages, and like, you know, everybody was just, nobody was like living it up the way, I guess, you know, 30s to 50s to and older now. Like everything is just a lot different. Everything's fast paced. You know, everybody's like health crazed. You know, we're all like young souls, and that, you know, not that I'm knocking it, but it was a different time. And
definitely.
You know, no, you wouldn't see us out on the dance floor, or, you know, people living like, you know, you live life today like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
And it's just
COVID and things like that. It really made people think like, you know, we have to have fun, and that's why I do it. Like, honestly, it's not, nobody's getting rich in freestyle. You know, it's, we want to connect with the fans, and we want to connect with the people. That's why I do it. I mean, I love that connection, and music is my therapy. So I remember my husband saying to me, you miss it. And I swore off music because it's not an easy business. It's very cutthroat. It's very political. It's all the things. But if you just keep your focus and you just keep on, like, you know, I just want to make music. I just want to connect with the fans. That's the mindset that I have. And I do get, you know, sometimes you get sucked into stuff, but because of social media, you didn't have social media back then. You didn't know who was posting what, who was dissing who. And that's the only thing I don't like about nowadays with our generation. We still have like a lot of our age category. They act a fool on social media. It's like, can we just enjoy the music and forget all the bullshit and the negativity? Because through COVID and all that, let's just enjoy the music and embrace it. It's not, it's a little, it could get a little, sometimes I have to take my social media breaks. Otherwise, you know, because it drains me. Because I take it personal. But you know what I mean? It's like, you know, like you're saying about generational stuff. And I think if that's the only thing, I think that would be the one negative thing about our genre is the social media. You have a lot of non-quality music coming out from people who really don't know how to sing, or really don't know how to write a song, or woke up one day and said, oh, I want to be a singer, so I'll just sing a freestyle song. You know, I'm a trained musician. I play piano. My piano right here. It's like we take our time. We write music. We produce music. You know, it's the only thing, if I had to change anything about our genre, would be that. Because back in the day, it wasn't like that. You had to go in the studio and write and go back to the drawing board. The record label didn't want to hear nothing. They would say, just go back, fix it. Now it's different. Everything's digital, everything streaming. You have, it got difficult. It's very hard for our genre to keep thriving because lack of radio. And so that's why it's important that we work together. And I appreciate shows like yourself that are highlighting artists like me. So you're doing your part and you don't even really know it, because we don't really have, this is our radio. We have StreamYard, we have TikTok, we have Facebook. But with that, when you open the door for the good, you open it for the bad. So that would be the only drawback. You don't have that a lot. You do have it in hip hop. You do have the rivalries and all that bullshit. But like, I don't see it. It's very profound in our genre. Like, you could go on Facebook at any given time and be beefing with somebody. It's very the only thing that I don't like, if I had to pick one thing. So I don't even know why I brought that up, but it's just something that
I mean, here's my thing that I always heard about music today, like how you said it was a cutthroat business back in the day. And would you say a lot of the artists, like, I don't know, you look at like Dr. Dre with Shady Aftermath label.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like more of the artists and the producers are more business savvy than, I guess, back in the day. Because, I mean, you look at some of these record companies that were ripping artists off for years, like,
it happened to everyone.
It did. Getting like a penny an album or whatever it was. And
listen, I signed a really bad deal. I was 18 with Atlantic Big Beat, and they shelved me. I was in a developmental deal, and I didn't want to know nothing. I wanted to sign this deal because I wanted to be on a major label. And I remember I got the deal through Q102 Monster Concert, their A&R guy. He was managing, I believe his name was Bill Tertogel, and he wanted to have like a Lizette Melendez type person for their label. And he was touring with Jumanji. Got a Love for You was performing there. I don't know if you remember that record, but that's how I got my in with a major label. But then what happens is most of these record labels, you're in it to make money for them. They get all their money first. We, the artist, I would think even, I don't know, I won't speak for as a whole, but I would say myself, I made the majority of my income from shows.
Right.
You have to stream a lot of records to make a lot of money nowadays. I mean, millions to make a fraction of what we make. We were better off printing up vinyls and selling them out of the trunk. I did that. I sold them out of the trunk of my car. Sold CDs. You don't have that anymore. Everything's digital. So it is. And I do feel bad for the artists up and coming, because no one will want to do freestyle if these younger artists, because you're not going to get radio right now. And nobody's buying CDs and vinyl except your vinyl DJs. So it's created a roadblock for artists. And I think that's what gets people frustrated. I don't get very frustrated because, thank God, I have a husband that has a great job, who has a business, and I'm able to do this at my leisure. But it's not, it's very cutthroat. It's very competitive. And I don't know if you see this. You're a freestyle fan for a number of years. People get very frustrated with the lineups, the consecutive lineups. There's not a lot of change up. There's same artist over and over. That there's a reason those artists pack the
big time,
rightfully so. So, and it's not that they're just not giving love to the newer artists. It's just, if they're making money, promoters don't want to lose money. So it's a business. And I've gotten very business savvy. So what we've decided to do is back our own shows. And that's what we do, 418, along with my production company, Denine Music and Entertainment. We back our own shows. And that's what we did this past weekend. We had C-Bank and Avi, who's the original TKA member, his wife, Aina, who's an amazing artist. We have Peter Fontaine. So we're finding ways to get in. Because then you have these bigger, artists that are just, why would they fix something that's not broke? They're selling the tickets. People are coming. You've seen when we did that show, lack of promotion. People didn't even know about it. And, we did the best we can with social media as the artist, but it's really up to the promoter. Years ago, you did flyers, you did physical tickets, you did radio ads. They don't do that no more. You're not going to pack the house just doing Facebook. It's just not going to happen. So we do other things. When we put on a show, we sell physical tickets. People love that. They want to have a physical ticket in their hand. Some people don't want to go on a website. They don't want to pay the fees. They don't want to. So I think that's where we're unique in a way, where we have our home base, which is Adelphia nightclub. So listen, there's ways around it. It's very difficult. And again, you don't make everybody happy, because some artists want to be on the show. You could only let so many artists on a show. So I admire the legends, because they're doing what they're doing for a lot of years.
Well, like you said with the legends, I mean, that's what made freestyle, TKA,
Yep.
Stevie B,
Yep.
yourself.
Thank you for including me. I appreciate that.
Debbie Deb and
yep. Alicia,
right.
Great artist.
I mean, I was always a fan of Sapphire
Me too. Great artist.
Just a phenomenal, great voice.
I'd love to see her on more shows. We've had many conversations about this on my podcast, on other, people's podcasts. These promoters are making money. Why would they don't owe anybody anything. Right. I do think it's up to the fans to demand more and say maybe different shows. I admire Beth and Spinatra for doing that show because they put Jesse B and Jay Mazur, which was a great change up. They're great artists. They deserve, and Jesse was just added to the cruise, which is amazing. Right. So, I mean, listen, we have to work together more. It's not always like that. Again, it's a business. So people want to make money, obviously.
I actually wanted to play the clip from the Night of Constanters.
We have fun. That's fun.
Let me roll this.
Oh, roll the clip.
That's what I need. So if you're gonna play, don't is where I be. Sing what you wanna say. It's okay to be today. You gotta can't stand when you talk. I do what I gotta do. Get away from you. Wake up, know that I can't stand when you talk.
And I mean that, like you said, I mean it was a shame it wasn't real more publicized or put out there because not just yourself but Niasia were
yeah,
I don't know where you get your energy, but it's that I don't know, to me freestyle, just like I said, I always loved to dance, and it's just it just puts a vibe in you, like you feel like you're in your adolescent years, and you just don't lose that fire. That fire is like,
I love to perform, so like,
right.
And I love that record. That's my, that's going down for me as one of the more probably, and I say this humbly because of the fans and the DJs. That's probably one of the best records that has come out in our genre in the last 10 years. Rightfully so. It was written by my dear friend Janelle. Produced by Gino Caporale, Mig, over at Audio Max Studios, and then remixed by the one, the only Willie Valentine, who I adore, Jay Allens, and George Lamont asked to be on the record. That was a huge opportunity for me as, again, somebody who came back after a long hiatus. We have our glimpses of. There's a lot of good music coming out. There's a lot of not so good music coming out, but I'm really honored. Listen, we're here. It's right. To be able to do these shows, and the promotion part is hard. I think people mean well. They want to do lineups and everything, but it takes a lot. It's a lot of work. When people come to our shows at Adelphia and they see a line around the block and there's 1,500 people, that takes a lot of work, time, money, energy. It's not something we just do overnight. That's a collective effort. We all do it, along with the artists that we hire. But, like Cynthia does it. She's got a show this weekend. Niasia does it. We all do. I think if we keep it up, we could keep on pushing that needle forward. It's just the fans have to show up, but the promoters have to do the work, and so do the artists. So it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. You got to show up, and I love to show up. As long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to keep showing up because you guys show up for me. So, I love it.
When you look at local DJs, and I know DJ Eric B.
I love Eric. He's great,
and he's phenomenal, and he's everywhere. Like he's
everywhere.
Like, I mean, you go on his Facebook page, and the guy's booked from like 5-6 months, and I just reached out to him that he's going to be DJing New Year's Eve at Dagwoods in Northeast Philly. But it's just, you bring you know, old, whatever our generation, younger, the old, I don't want to say the older, but you know, it really don't matter. But
the elderly.
I know. It's just.
Well, we are. We're not young. We're not spring chickens.
I know, but it's like, but this is like our, you know, our oldies, and it's like free. You play freestyle all night. How many people? And Eric B, he'll put his videos out. People will be singing the songs, and you know, when you're in concert, it's just like everybody that loves the music will sing the words. Like, you know, you'll put the microphone out, and everybody will just be singing along with you.
It's amazing.
It's just, and I'll tell you, like being at a freestyle concert, you just get that, the energy, the vibe is just, it's just amazing. Like,
it is. I went to Colombia. I was invited, not this summer that just passed, the summer before. And I went, and when I tell you, I don't think I was prepared for that. I thought, you know, I was a little nervous about going, very apprehensive. I really didn't want to go because I've never really traveled overseas. I mean, I've been different places, but this was a whole new experience. And we went, and I'm so grateful that I got the opportunity to go. I was the first female freestyle artist to ever perform in Colombia, Medellin. And it was like something out of a movie. They knew every word. So somebody says, you think if the promoters put it out more on social media that they can get more publicity? I'll be honest with you, Sean, no. Facebook, it will only reach your audience that it reaches. You have to do Google ads. You have to sink some money into your show. Right. You have to do physical, like I was telling him, Mike, you have to do physical tickets. Radio ads are always good. I like to beat the paint flyers at your club that you're doing it. Adelphia works very well with us. We have DJ Gus. DJ Slice is a very good, dear friend of mine. You have to, there's a lot of components. Posting it on Facebook is not going to be the only thing. You have to beat the payment, and you can't promote it for 2 weeks and then expect a full house unless you're a DJ like Eric B or DJ Slice or these other DJs who have a strong following. Right. If you don't, then you're just going to get the people that hear about it, maybe see it on Facebook. And again, I like to do videos. I love to help out and promote. We would love Q102 to bring that back. Sean, from your lips to God's ears, I don't know if it'll ever happen.
I'm sorry, I didn't see the comments coming in. Oh, wow.
I don't know how to share it. I'm trying to share it on my page. How do I do that? Because I don't see it on my page. Is there a way to do that? Is this on Facebook?
Yeah, it's on Facebook and YouTube.
All right, let me see, because I'll share it. Maybe we'll get more.
Give me one.
If you tag me in it. Yeah, so Q102, you have to pay. Q102, you could pay for ads and spots. Definitely. He said you're slacking.
Funny.
I don't think so.
Thanks for checking in, Sean. I'm
Paige, tell me if you want to tag me, I'll go in and share it.
I actually did tag you.
I didn't get a message.
No.
No.
Hold on.
I'm looking. Did you do my Denine Caporale page?
Yeah. Or? Yeah, your page.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got it. Let's share it.
And I wasn't aware of Sean checking in. Well,
hi, Sean. Share it on. No, but honestly, it takes a village, and it takes a lot of time, money, and effort, and not just Facebook is an amazing tool. It's free. It's things like this. Like when we do a show, we like to start 2 months before. We're dropping our flyer tomorrow for our show in February. Right. And that's going to be amazing. We have Judy Torres that's dropping tomorrow, and that's going to be in February. It's our Valentine's special. But it takes time. It takes effort. It takes doing videos. The artists don't have to do it. I do. I think it's we got to work together to make these events successful. But a lot of artists, you know, they feel like they, you know, every artist I've worked with so far has been open to it and so helpful. So I haven't seen that. Like, you asked them to do a video, they do it. But there are some artists that just don't promote. They just don't even. Koro is amazing. If you get an opportunity to have him on your shows, you should. He is so fun, and he's such a good another mentor. But he'll do a video, he'll share it up, and you need that. You need the artist to promote what they're doing. But it's not like back in the day where, you know, Q102, you know, when you're going to a Fever show, what you're getting. Right. You know, you have Beth and Spinachi, who tried to do something out of their comfort zone, and I'm very proud of them, but it's a gamble. It's a lot because you're paying the artist to come in, and, you know, we tried our best, but, you know, it's a hit or miss. When you have another DJ that's maybe a resident DJ in that area, it's a little hard. You shouldn't compete with them. You should invite them in. I'm a big believer in that. Like, you know, we do Adelphia, we like to invite our guest DJs in. So we like to pick different. So it's hard. It's not an easy thing. It's a gamble, but I appreciate when people include me in on their shows. So hopefully it'll get better. I think it's a little oversaturated right now. You have a lot of shows going on. I think so, but people are going. People attend, and like our Adelphia shows are, people wait for them. And as soon as they come out, the flyer comes out, you have the tickets go right on sale. And so you have to build your reputation. You have to trust, the audience has to learn to trust us. And, you know, I wear many hats now. I'm part of that. So, and it's not easy. Cynthia does it with its freestyle cruise. And she's doing a show this weekend in the Poconos. It's not, again, it's not for the weak, but we're lucky. We have our community. You guys are faithful. Like, the freestyle fans are, I have been told it's almost cult-like.
I believe it. Without a doubt.
It's almost cult-like. I'll take it. I appreciate it.
Like I said, you know, the different shows that are out there.
Very good idea. Very good idea, Sean. I agree with you.
Hey, I'll say this. I mean, if you need me to promote, I'd be happy to put it out there for you. Like,
thank you.
I have fellow podcasters. I share out their stuff.
I do too. I think we need to help each other, and I appreciate that. And I'll do the same for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and it's, you know, we're all in this. You know, I'm not getting paid. I just love meeting, like yourself, you know, interviewing you. It's like, you know, I'm a big fan of, like, before we came on, just a freestyle, and it's just, you know, I've interviewed some on the sports side of stuff. Like, I've been fortunate to locally have been blessed, and, you know, it's not even about getting paid. It's just a passion, sitting here having a nice in-depth conversation about the old school, and, you know, just stuff you love. And
exactly,
really, my show, it's sports, life, entertainment. It's different. You know, I told you, with the collaboration with Mama Ringa, whose son plays for the Eagles. You know, we've done, like we said, you know, breast cancer awareness. We've done suicide prevention. You know, it's just a wide variety of stuff, and just love it. You know, and it's.
Well, you have a passion for it. It's like it's like with music. Like, if you really love it, it's not that. I mean, it would be nice if everybody at the end goal is, how great would it be to make a little bit of money and do something great for the community, and help each other. And I do think music is so healing and it's unifying. And after all this craziness that the world is in, the state of the world right now, I think we could all use a little positivity. And, you know, and I said, moving into 2026, it's like, that's all I want. I want everybody to do well. I'm not like in competition with anyone. I want to see my peers do well. Like, when Naya wins, I get just as happy as if it was me. And a lot of people aren't like that. I know she is. And most of the peers I've interacted, and you seem that way.
I've seen your podcast with Niasia. It's a great show. And
thank you. We have fun.
It's, really when you go back to freestyle, I mean, you look at, I don't know. I believe you were on here. I mean, you go back to like the 80s with Dancing on Air and then Dance Party USA. Like they promoted a lot of, they promoted a lot of artists.
Yeah.
But, getting back to like you being from Philly, we talked about, freestyle coming from the Bronx, boogie down Bronx, New York. And I mean, really, besides yourself, like what other artists are really from Philly that were like freestyle? I don't think there's really that many.
I mean, when I first came out, it was like I said, it was when we initially were talking before we went live. You had DTU, Anthony Ponzio, a very dear friend. He wrote my record Change on me. He was the original producer and owner of Tasmania Records, and he had a lot of artists like himself and Sammy C. You had Stephanie Bennett. You had who was actually my dancer with Collage. You had Collage. You had Adam Morano. You had TPE, which was myself and Adam. You had a lot of great artists, but again, myself and Adam and Sammy C were like the three prominent ones that got a lot of radio play.
Right.
Well, I was very lucky. And I remember going into Q102's office, and Glenn Kalina was the program director at the time, and great guy. And I remember him saying to me, "You're young, and you're a singer." I said, "Yeah." And he said, "You have a song?" I said, "Yes." And he knew Then Came You because I had already had it in rotation. He said, "If you could sing your song live, Baby I Love You, I'll put it in rotation right now."
Nice.
I sang it live and blew his socks off. He put it in heavy rotation, and then I had my own record, my own solo record. So you had opportunities back then that are not given today. They're really not, because Clear Channel and Sirius is owned. It's like this, you have art. We're competing, independent artists like myself who pay for everything. I pay for all my own production, promotion, everything out of my own pocket. I don't have a backing label. I am the label along with my label. I manage myself along with my husband and my ex-husband, who's my manager. Right. Why I say this to you is the opportunities are not the same. Radio, you're competing with Rihanna and Ariana Grande and artists like that, and it's Britney Spears, so it's not the same. The Cover Girls and Stevie B were my thing back in the day. Mine too, they still are, Ryan. Mine are still. You named two iconic artists who I've been able to work with. Stevie B, I got to do his show at Ocean, and we did it with Shannon and Jaya, Stevie, Peter Fontaine, and Niasia. We had a blast. He's great. He was amazing.
Sean's checking in. I was always saw at the freestyle shows at Egypt and Bronco Bills. Boy, to be young again. You're showing your age.
And you know what? It's true. It's we're at a time where we're older and we're wiser though. Remember Egypt? Oh God, I remember the
Delaware Avenue.
Red Lobster.
Yep.
Right? I remember Manly.
Yeah. Wait.
It was great.
Was the Red Lobster? Did you say Red
Lobster? Rock Lobster.
No, I thought you said Red Lobster. Yeah, I was going to wait.
Well, Red Lobster, now you're going to make me hungry.
About the Aztec.
Oh.
The 8th floor.
I remember. Gotham I didn't go to. I remember the Grapevine. The Grapevine was a good one. No, I remember Rock Lobster was the best. Rock Lobster? I can't. It was Rock Lobster. That's what it was called.
Well, right? Rock Lobster. I don't know why I thought you said Red Lobster. I was
hungry like I am right now. So it's, I remember going there. I did shows there. Now I don't even think they're open. Then you have Taylor's in Cherry Hill. Do you remember that? I think it was called Taylor's.
Yeah, but like I said, before we came on, I mean, we were talking about, I mean, Northeast Philly had Electric Playground, Mardi Gras, which was kaboom after that.
Oh, I love it.
You had Franchines and Cherry Hill. You had Club Fizz. You had Pulsations. Like, you know, just, I know there's a few other ones.
Debbie Deb, Noel's having a time right now. Noel's going through it right now. There's been a lot of scandal with him. So I don't know about Noel, but Debbie Deb is still rocking it out. You do. All these artists are still, you know, you have Nocera and Connie and all these great artists that are still touring. It's just, it really didn't go away. It went away a little bit in Philly, but that Baja, I remember Shampoo. Deco, you stuck
that's right.
Floor. Deco, you couldn't, it was like the Colonial movie theater on 10th Street.
More immense.
Yeah, remember? Yeah. And then you stuck to the floor because it was so dirty.
Right.
So I remember Deco was a little scary, a little sketchy then. So I'm from South Philly, so
I remember, like we said, Renaissance.
God.
Renaissance in South Philly, that teen club.
Yep.
That's why I couldn't. I thought it was Renaissance, but then you mentioned it, you know, and the light bulb went off. So.
I love the Troc was great. The Troc was one of the better, and Pulsations. I used to like doing Kaboom, Pulsations, and the Troc. They were my first show. God, it was at the Piccadilly, and it was on.
I remember hearing it downtown.
Do you remember the Piccadilly? Oh,
member of it. I was never there.
Two folding tables pushed together. What Lizette Melendez is the shit. I love her. Oh, okay. You're a nice Italian boy, Sean. I'm from the opposite end. I'm from like more near like where the stadium is, and so you were near Newman and Goretti. That's where Sean lives.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he actually grew up in the Northeast, but his
family did he?
Isn't that kind of like borderline Grays Ferry, 29th and I know.
I know
it's.
I don't know if it's the name Sean that gave it away that you're not Italian, but
Kilrain. Yeah, but you go back and let me ask you this: what is it like when you know you're going to go on stage and perform? Is it nerve-wracking? Is your adrenaline going?
I love performing. It's my favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always get a little nervous. And my mother would always tell me, if you don't get nervous or you don't have butterflies, that means you should stop doing it. So I still do that. I still get a little nervous. But then once the music starts and I get that connection with the audience, it's like home for me. And I just love it. And I love meeting people like you and just connecting with the audience. And when they sing back, there's nothing better. There's nothing better. Because at first they might not know who I am. At first they're like, who is she? And then, you know, when they hear the music, it's like, oh, okay, I remember her. So that's fun. Grace Ferry. I never hung down that end. I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed past 10th Street. I don't know why. My mother was like this old Italian woman I wasn't allowed to call Sport Street. Not because it was a bad area, but just because I wasn't allowed.
Tom Kelly, he's a part owner of the network here of County Entertainment. So I usually take some cracks with him from, he says Grays Ferry, but I said Grays Ferry's not South Philly.
It really isn't.
That's why I didn't.
I mean, but I don't know. I mean, is there a line drawn? I don't know. I remember.
I'm just busting chops, you know.
And you're from Mayfair, you said, right? Because I have a very good friend that's from Northeast. I used to take my singing lessons on Grant Avenue. I'll never forget. Every Sunday, I went up
Grant where?
His name was Russell Faith. He was great. I'm near Packer Park. I am. I'm near Marconi Plaza, near the park, and 12th Street, near the
Broad and Oregon.
Yeah, Broad and Oregon. That's where I grew up. And I wasn't allowed past. And again, not for any other reason, but my mother was just very strict. So
my Eeyore deductible was too high. I didn't know you could dance, Ryan.
Ryan, you're cutting up. Right now, I danced all night Friday at Adelphia. I couldn't move on Saturday. I'm like, I had such a good time, but I was like, oh God, that's when I feel 53. I'm like, oh, I'm creaking.
Well, that's all that matters. I mean,
but it's fun. It's
hey, just shows your energy, your fire, your spirit.
No, I love it. So much fun. I'm blessed. I feel so blessed to be able. Every time I do a show, I look at it like I go, thank you, God. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for the people that came out. So every opportunity that I get, I just take and I run with it. It doesn't matter if there's 5 people in the audience or if there's 5,000. I'm going to give you the same show because it's important. Yeah, my brothers went to Newman. I didn't go to Goretti. I went to Gamp. But yeah, I had a lot of friends from down that end. Like 2nd Street's my stomping ground now because I'm a mummer. I know you South Phillians know. I'm in the Downtowners New Year's Brigade. I march with them. I was a long time South Philly Viking, so it's like in my blood. That whole South Philly, I love it. I'll never change. So,
do you perform at the convention center with the
yes,
brigades?
I do the national.
Nice. Do you dance like with the choreographer? Choreography.
I do. I can't show you my suit because it's right there because it's in 2 weeks. But I'll show you my hat.
Thank you.
I'll be with the Downtowners, and this is my hat.
Not sure.
It really is cool. I do choreography. I dance, and Golden Crown. I love. My son Michael Caporale does all the filming. He's actually my son that has autism, and he's a mummer fanatic, and he does all of the. But he'll do like a documentary every year, and a lot of people love what he does. If you want to check him out, it's Mikey Cap Productions, but tells you a lot about the history of the parade. And I'm a longtime mummer. My father was a mummer. My brothers are mummers. My sons are mummers. But Golden Crown, they're one of my faves. My son loves them, so they're a good group of guys.
Like I was saying, I always loved to dance, and I mean, I take my hat to everybody that's out there performing in the mummers, but just the fancy brigades are, don't miss. And everybody watch and check it out. It comes off right after the string bands.
I actually go second with my club downtown with the Downtowners New Year's Brigade. I've been with them. This is my 3rd year marching, and it's fun. It keeps me going and dancing, and it's a lot of fun. And we just had hat day, and I love 2nd Street. Like I was always I was a 10th Street club. I was at one of the only Italian clubs, the Vikings, and then we left them about 3 years ago. And my son's a shooting star.
Okay.
And I am a downtown.
Mickey Adams, right?
Yeah, I love Mickey's good. Now
McDaniels.
Yep.
She still have the bar right there. 2nd and Snyder.
Yeah, actually, that's where my club is.
Okay. Well,
the Downtowners is right across the street from McDaniels. So
two streets where the party is after.
So much fun. And again, as an Italian girl from South Philly,
right?
Go to 2nd Street because it was like, no, you stay here, stay on your side. But now it's so much fun. I love it. I have so many friends down there. My sons are like, no, everybody knows them and are good to them. And so it's so much. I love it. I look forward to that more than I do sometimes the parade.
Oh, mom season.
We are in it. I am in the
mom season.
I had rehearsal 3 hours last night. We danced around EOM for 3 hours. That's the part of me. Did you? Oh, Tom, you need to come down. Aussie's our captain, and I'm singing the national anthem. This will be my 8th. This is my 19th year that I've done the national anthem. I didn't do it last year. Another artist did, but I've done it consecutively for over the last 20 years. Honestly, and that is an honor for me. I always say it's my favorite song to sing. And so I'll be doing that for the convention center at the 5 o'clock show. So for those of you that are there, I'll be the girl down front before I put my suit on. So it's fun. I have to go and sing the national anthem, and then I go get changed. I put my costume on, and then I go compete with my club. So it's a lot of fun.
As far as the national anthem, do you make like appearances?
Yeah, I do. I do. And actually, I've done something different now. I added being an officiant for, I married my niece, married her her beautiful bride, Jackie. I married them about a month ago. And so I've added that to my repertoire. So yeah, I mean, I do it all. I'll come to your wedding, I'll sing at your wedding, I'll even marry you. But it's been a lot of fun. And as far as the convention center, it's like no other. You know, they show it on TV, so that's always fun. Good for the family that don't get to really come and see me sing a lot. And honestly, I do it a cappella. I do it with no music. They'll always ask me, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm good." And probably one of the hardest songs to sing. Probably, and I love it. I love the challenge. So
the reason I was asking, I was fortunate to interview Lauren Hart, you know, of the Flyers.
Amazing.
And I was going to try to get her to come last year to one of the Toys for Tots outings, which she would have done, but her schedule was already had a conflict in it. But you know, very nice lady, and you know, she beat cancer many years ago, and just very down to earth.
I went to a Flyers game recently, maybe a month ago, and she was amazing. I admire her so much. I did meet her a few times, but you know, that's her. She is the queen.
She can hit that anthem like nobody else.
And listen, it's not an easy song to sing. Nope, by no means. It's very hard, and I love the challenge. And like I said, it's an honor. It's our nation's, you know. And that'll bring me to my topic. If you don't mind me doing a shameless plug, we are doing along with our friends over at, I want to say it's Animal House Radio, and my girl Niaja and myself, we are doing for the troops overseas. You know, it's a holiday season. A lot of people are not home with their families. So we're inviting a lot of our artist friends to come and do a night of just music and to help, you know, boost morale overseas. And it has all over the world. They'll show it. We did the podcast, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Morgan Fairchild, Ralph Macchio. I believe the guitar player from he tours with Bruce Springsteen.
Stevie Van Zandt played in a Soprano.
I did an interview with him, and
nice.
2.7 million listeners, and we're doing another event that on the 29th. We're going to have our freestyle family. We're in the process of getting it together now to kind of be shown overseas to kind of boost them around for those of the soldiers that, you know, that are overseas and in the thick of it right now and that won't go home for the holidays. So definitely look for that on my Facebook page and Niaja's. But, you know, listen, this gives us a platform to help other people. We were able to help a family have Christmas. It's a beautiful thing when you're able to do that. So anything you ever need me to do, like I told you, my sons have autism, and autism advocacy is my platform. So I would love to work alongside you guys if you ever do anything for autism.
Well, like we talked before, like I said, me and Mama Ringo, her real name's Treely Hale Ringo. We already did breast cancer awareness, and we did suicide prevention. And like I said, you know, we'd love to have you on as being a advocate for autism. And
I would love to be here. I mean, I've raised 2 sons, my 31 and 26, both on the spectrum. And one of the reasons why I quit music a long time ago was to raise my boys full time. And I do have my 12-year-old son who's neurotypical, whatever that means. But, you know, autism advocacy has been my life. More, I want people to, we have awareness. We need acceptance. We need people to accept. And it's getting better. We've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. So maybe we can do that together. That would be fun.
I actually just wanted to put a plug out for a gentleman at my barber shop who's doing the last minute Toys for Tots this Saturday in Cherry Hill.
Nice.
I told him I'd plug it out for him. His name's Joe Andrus. He's barber at LK Trendsetters in Northeast Philly. And he's having free pictures with Santa. You know, I believe boys from 8 to 11, you know, if anybody could just get a toy or toys, you know, brand new, he's having it from 4 to 7:30.
So nice.
And let me hold on once. I think I got the wrong. Trying to find the address. Darn it.
Well, you can scan the code, right? I think, and get all the info.
Yeah, he's doing it at his house in Cherry Hill.
Let's see. I'll scan it for you and see what it says.
Thank you. You're a lifesaver. Because
let's see. Put the other one up.
Let me see.
Put your other flyer up. I think that might be better.
Thank you for doing that, because one of these flyers had the ad. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if the queue. Oh, wait, here we go. I got it. I'll give you the address.
Please do. Thank you for.
I gotta put my readers on.
That's all right.
Oh, so it's from 4 to 7:30 at 42 North Syracuse Drive, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08034. And it says, please be mindful, this is a residential neighborhood. Friendly pets are welcome to join in. Please bring a new unwrapped gift for our Toys for Tots collection. And you can do that between 4 and 7:30 p.m. That is a great thing. That's a beautiful thing. So definitely do that. And let me know if I can get you a toy. I can't come out on Saturday. Otherwise, I would. I have an event. But I will try to get you an unwrapped toy. And because I love that. I think that's amazing. To get
deeply appreciate it. And
maybe we can. I get a husband meet up or something. We're not far.
Definitely.
I'm in New Jersey actually now.
Okay.
I took the leap over the bridge. So if I can.
Thank you. I deeply appreciate that. Actually, I know, as far as I know, the Eagles game will be on at 5, and Joe said he will have a projector on his house.
All right.
And the Marines will be there collecting the toys, because he told me, I forget when the deadline, I think the deadline was last weekend, but they extended him till Saturday. So
awesome.
If anybody is in that area and can please, donate a toy, because
make a difference for the kids. It really is. Could you imagine like Christmas not being able to provide that? So it's a beautiful thing. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, thank you for scanning that, because you saved me. Oh,
Ryan, you can come and see me. I will be at Adelphia Nightclub in February. I will be performing in Long Island on January 17th for my mother's station, which is Power 78.7. It's their anniversary, but that's in Long Island, and that's posted on my page. And my show we're dropping the flyer tomorrow, our 418. I can't tell you the lineup yet, but just keep watch on my page and definitely get those tickets quick, because once they go up, they sell it. I'll give you a little hint. You did mention her name. One of the performers that we mentioned will be on the show. So,
if you like, you're more than welcome to tag me in it, and I'll share.
I definitely will. Maybe you'll come out and be able to hang out with us.
The fellow, absolutely. I mean, the guys here on Cole County Entertainment will be happy to share it out as well, I'm sure.
We would love that. Thank you. We appreciate the support. Definitely.
Well, Denine, I know we talked about we said about an hour, but the comments kept firing in. I appreciate all the love with the fellas chiming in here, keeping the conversation going. And my pleasure having you on. And
no, it was my honor. Thank you.
You taking the time out of your busy schedule. I mean, like I said, the night I met you, that was like one of the first questions I was going to try to get you and Niaja on.
Niaja, I already talked to her. She said she'll do it.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely come on the show.
Definitely going to have you both on in the new year, and
that would be great. We
just
would love it.
Chop it up with the two of you and talk some old school freestyle, and like.
And don't forget to watch me New Year's Day. Come out and root for the downtowners.
What?
DC on 3.
Actually, what station does? Do they still come on 17?
17, but I think you have to stream it. It's very like complicated for some reason. So I do have the flyer. I'm going to be posting that. But you can watch it live.
Thank you.
Which is nice. And it's such a good tradition. So
is it still Rivers Casino that
yeah,
sponsors
they still sponsor it. I'm not sure. Or is that what it is? River?
I don't
River House?
Well, it used to be the Sugar House, and then it became River.
Channels, Channel 17 or 57. They do it. Or on Tubi. Yes, you're right, Sean. You're right.
I don't want to. Yeah, that's right too, because I don't want to put false advertisement out for the money.
So listen, just go to my page. I'll be posting it, and you can find out how to watch it.
And
it's such a fun day. It really is. It's fun. If you get a chance to come to Convention Center, come.
I'll share it out on my, tag me in, and I'll put it out.
I definitely will. Thank you.
Well, Denine, it's been a pleasure, and I'll be in touch. And I don't know if you want to stay on. Maybe we could coordinate how to get this toy, if we can do it for the Toys for Tots.
Absolutely. You have my husband has your number.
Yeah.
I'll make a reach out to you.
Okay.
If I have to mail it to you, I will. Even if I mail you a gift card, or maybe I can even Venmo you, and you can go get a toy for me to donate if you're going to go.
I could do that too. That's fine.
Yeah, I can do that.
Appreciate it. I know Tom and the guys at Trendsetters will appreciate that too.
That's so sweet. Popping on. I want to be the one. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. This was so much fun.
Thank you. It was great. Definitely have to get you and Niaja on. So wanted to thank everybody for tuning in. The holidays are a week away.
Oh, it's coming. Santa's coming.
Just want to, say, hey, reach out to somebody you haven't talked to. This thing in life is too short, and especially now the holidays, some folks, it's tough. And, everybody, you hear the Christmas songs and, people we lost along the way in the last recently. And, it's not an easy time for a lot of people.
We got to give people grace too. Everybody,
right. And it's
worried about buying gifts and what's under the tree. Don't worry about what's under the tree. Worry about what's around the tree, which is the people.
Just reach out and create memories, and because you never know. And we're all going through something in this world today, and it's a tough time. But happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody.
Happy New Year, happy holidays. Stay safe, stay blessed.
Thank you. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody coming on, commenting, and God bless. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is the last show for 25, and Happy New Year. Have a blessed, and I forgot. I can't even get it out. Everybody be safe. God bless.
Bye. Go stop.
And go Birds.
And you only have a week. Take care. Love you guys.
Philly streets got a story to tell. Golden sun breaks the Liberty Bell. From the Trattoria to the stoop outside. Feel good vibes in the city's pride.
Fujis Philly Flare. Oh, it's everywhere. Good news flying like hands in the air. Hip hop grooves with a twist so rare. Fujis Philly Flare. We're living the can.